let's get right into the news. How have you guys been feeling about this past week? There's been some new games, coming out. I know for me, New World Beta came out, and I had to hop on that. But what are you guys feeling? We've talked about it in the past, but the lack of games coming out, and then kind of with what the news that we've got, and then hell with the beta that just came out. I'm hoping for a better future right now. It's looking up.
So me personally, New World, I haven't got to touch it yet, but from what me and you talked about, it looks like a very immersive type of game when it comes to for an MMO of recent years. Definitely the map is fucking huge. Huge and understatement. Right now, like, I know there's no mount or anything, but I feel like that's going to be one of the key microtransactions that's going to be coming out when the game releases. That, and also, some costumes, and whatever, generic MMO stuff. They should definitely look at it from look how Final Fantasy 14 is doing when it comes to that stuff.
No, absolutely.
Also, it's weird because I kind of see it somewhat like a Dark Souls / RuneScape type MMO.
You know what? I will not disagree. I was thinking the same thing today. I was thinking the exact same.
What I personally like from what I've seen was, like, say you want to be just a strict bowmaster or whatever, you want to be a ranger. You can level up just that one class and constantly like keep getting skills for that. And there's of course there's different subclasses where like mining, cooking, and all that stuff. I always found that that's what I always love about MMO. Let me do shit like that. You know what I mean? It definitely looks good.
What other things are you excited for? Are you too, T'Challa? What are you excited for?
Yeah, he hasn't said his piece about it yet.
Listen, I'm not excited about anything until Halo Infinite get here.
Dang. Okay, but what about comparison of Battlefield? I'm ready for Battlefield. I'm telling you, I don't care. I will delete my entire saved. I'll delete every game off my PlayStation 5 when that game drops. I promise you, that's the only thing I'm going to be playing.
So I think Battlefield. I think Battlefield's going to be dope. Don't get me wrong. However, I don't think it's going to compare to the hype of Halo. It's just not. Listen, if Halo is decent, if it's an 8 or a 7 out of 10, Warzone is going to die. Mark my words. Warzone is gonna die.
No, Warzone.
Warzone, but that's the thing. Warzone is not dropping maps like they should.
Not even that. But
bro, the cheating is insane. Yeah, it's getting even worse.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think they released a thing where they banned, like, I think it was either 15K or 50K, around that much, and like in an hour that shit just doubled back up.
I mean, that shit sucks, and don't get me wrong, I'm absolutely against it, but my thing is why am I still playing Verdansk? Why? And here's another thing coming out. Absolutely, but here's another thing. Why do they keep changing the playlist? If I want to play Resurgent quads, have that shit on there at all times. Don't be switching between trios, duos, and quads. That shit's bullshit. Because then you have a group of homies that's like, man, I really want to play Rebirth, but I have to play old ass Verdansk, and this shit just pisses me off. Yeah. And they just they fuck with playlists. They're not releasing maps, and they did the generic Fortnite move. At least Fortnite's got into it now, but. Yeah. Like they legit hit a Fortnite. What was it, like season 2 map change? They did. Yeah. Sweet. They changed a few shit. I don't care about that.
To be honest, I wouldn't even really call that a map change. All they did was like remove some textures, add some lighting, and that was basically it. Like if we all remember, fucking as soon as the quote unquote new map came out, it was glitched. Like you couldn't even go to Stadium. Because there was always somebody just hiding underneath the bitches.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I mean, hackers take a huge huge, part of that game away. But and that's literally why I say Battlefield, because Battlefield, I'm already going to be playing with that many damn people, but I'm actually going to be.
So you're playing with a good number of people, but there's also going to be AI. That I feel like the AI is what's going to make or break that game. If they make it, if they,
I can give you that.
I think if they can actually make it to where the AI is like a mixture of fucking easy ass bots to hard bots or something like that, I feel like that would make it more inclusive, kind of. I want to say, but I don't want to be in a lobby full of bots. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to get your kills somehow.
Oh shit. Okay.
Nah, but you know what? Hey, Halo looks good, and I mean, you're right. If it hits a 7 or an 8, it's gonna be a killer. One, because everybody's gonna want to hop on it.
It's already a 5. Shit, the multiplayer is free. The multiplayer is fucking free.
Yeah, but nah, I mean, I can agree that it's definitely gonna hold some weight, but I don't know. It's kind of like when wasn't it Battlefield 1 and Call of Duty both dropped like at the same time a few years ago?
Yeah.
And it was such a mix between who was playing what. I think that's how it's going to come down for Halo and Battlefield, because some people are going to be like, I want a legit fucking multiplayer. And then some people are going to want to, run around SWAT.
I know for a fact I'm going to download Halo Infinite, the multiplayer, on my PC, and then have Battlefield on my console just in case too. But here's something else I'm also excited for.
Okay.
If this shit, if it turns out so good, I'm going to get it on. I'm going to get Battlefield on Steam for the fucking Steam Deck. I cannot wait for that shit to come out.
Oh. See, now you're talking about flavor right there. That Steam Deck is going to be a game changer. I'm telling you, it's going to be a game changer to watch.
Man, Nintendo better step up this shit, because like what Steam is, because what is it? I just read an article where Valve said that so far they have not seen a game that could not run on the Steam Deck. That's their word. But the fact that I can use, like, I believe you could use it as a controller on when you're playing on your monitor and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
Like that. I feel like if this isn't just a fucking knockoff, just a big quick bug, which I highly doubt it is. I personally feel like it's going to be game changer, especially for a lot of these game companies.
It looks so good. Don't get me wrong. I really just hope it's going to deliver like we want it to deliver. Because I mean, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but when the PSP came out, hey, the PSP was that thing right there. Like, everybody was talking about the PSP. I had one. Hell, I had 2. Me and my dad had one, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of took his home, but that was on accident. But that was that game for me. But then, once you got further into it, it was like, man, the PSP is only a one-way console at that.
I mean, but the PSP was dope though.
It was ahead of its time.
Yeah, because the thing is, what else are you comparing it to at that time? Because what was that, Nintendo DS or whatever at the same time as PSP?
Yeah, I think the first DS.
Yeah, so I honestly just think that Nintendo just had more games, and so you had more of a variety to pick from.
Yeah, and you had the bigger franchises.
Exactly. And Nintendo DS was more kid friendly, I guess you could say. So, yeah, of course. I mean, parents were gonna feel a lot more at ease about buying a Nintendo DS.
No, for sure. PSP, I mean, because man, what game was it on the PSP? But I grinded. It was like Hot Shot Golf or something. Grinded that game, man. Grinded it. Like, I want it to drop on PS5. I was hitting the store the other day, and I was like, man, if they can remake this game over. I'll put some hours into it.
You know what I think the problem was with the PSP? I think the big problem is it had was a lot of the games that came out didn't feel like full-fledged releases. It felt like, for instance, the Jack and Daxter game. There was no Jack. I mean, yeah, there was no Jack. There was just Dexter. Like you only played as, it felt like it felt like a mini, like a DLC basically. Like that's what a lot of those games felt. But if like again, if the Steam Deck comes out and like you like, if I want to pop in fucking what's a hot game right now on Steam? I don't fucking Destiny or whatever.
I hate you, bro. He's like, let me think of a good game.
No.
Oh my god.
Hold on. But
Destiny's
that,
probably fucking praying for you.